I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I'll never back down. I get up when I'm bleeding, barely breathing. I'll never back down.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
Happy Monday to you and yours.
Is it really?
Well, isn't it?
Well, it's a Monday.
It is Monday.
We do that all the time. Yeah, it's a Monday, though.
I know. Any day you're 6 feet above ground is a good day.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that.
You know?
I'll
I'm
take
just
that.
saying.
I'll take that.
Any day that you're 6 feet above ground is a good day.
That's true.
So,
That's true. Except for some people.
like who?
Well, CNN host Chris Cuomo.
Quiz?
The Chris Cuomos. Yeah, I'm sorry. His name always messes me up anyway. The Chris Cuomo. It's too much.
Hello, Quiz.
It's too much of it.
Oh, Christopher.
Christopher Robin. The quiz. Old Fredo himself is now nowhere to be found as of Friday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Wait, what? He's disappeared?
He's gone.
Like vanished.
Yep.
No one knows where he is. Has anybody ever considered that maybe the rapture has begun
He's been MIA.
and we've been left behind?
Well, he's been MIA for at least a week. And if it's Fredo, I know for a fact it's not the rapture.
Wow.
All right.
Wow.
In fact, CNN viewers will be met with now
A new face, I'm assuming?
a brand new face.
Okay.
Sparkling star.
So they've never seen, like, this is a new person to the desk. To CNN, period. This is not,
Yeah.
they're not just recycling.
No, not just recycling an old folk. You know,
This is
it's
a
not
new
just, It's
person
not like
all
some
around.
random CNN personality.
Okay.
It is nothing like that. It is brand spanking new.
Okay. Do we know who it is? Have you seen this person before?
You might not know.
Might not know.
You might not know this person.
Might not?
You might not know this person. It's kind of. Let's just say that it's a little bit different.
Like how different on a,
Well,
like define different.
okay.
Like we know how he is, but like what different? What do we mean different?
Okay. Well, I might have been lying. You might actually know this person.
Okay. So we might, okay. Who is it? Are you wanting me to get? Because
I want you to guess. I want you to.
Who would get
the spot for Chris Cuomo?
Chris Cuomo would be.
Come on, Chris's spot.
That's a big spot to fill.
Not really.
They didn't move, and they didn't move anybody. Is what you're saying?
Yeah, they didn't move anybody. Actually, they found somebody new.
It just sounds weird. They found somebody.
I'm just gonna say that this person is dancing with delight.
Kelly Clarkson.
No. Oh, good. Well done. Well done. No. You might even say that they have a Twitch for the stream.
I'm trying to think. Was it John? Is it John Paul? What's that YouTuber?
No.
That blonde guy that you was getting in trouble all the time for everything.
No, that does sound good, but no, they wouldn't.
That's
do
not
that.
him?
No, not him. No.
Huh.
No. In fact,
I'm drawing a blank
This
now.
game that we're playing is very similar to what this person does on a daily basis.
Really?
Yeah, very similar.
I give up. I'm
You
drawing
can't.
a
You
blank.
got nothing.
Drawing a blank.
Nothing at all.
No, I haven't. No.
Next Monday during Cuomo's primetime show, CNN viewers will be wonderfully compensated.
Really?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, with Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
Stop it. You're pulling. No, stop it.
No,
stop it. No, you're pulling my leg here.
No.
That is not true.
Why would I do that?
Yeah, because we
That's
both
not-
know that
that's
there's
not nice.
No.
I would not do that to you, sir.
The hell you wouldn't. Liar. Pants are definitely on fire.
Okay, all right. I would do that to you.
Yes, you
I
would.
would.
Yes, you absolutely would.
But no, amid the growing controversy over the role of Chris Cuomo, played in the sexual harassment scandal of his brother,
Okay.
the New York Governor Andrew Cuomo,
Mm-hmm.
Chris decided to depart from his job on Friday on a pre-planned vacation.
Well, but
Pre-planned.
it's obviously not pre-planned if no one knows where the hell he is or where he went to.
That's right. Well, you know, the Michael Shmerkanish,
What? I'm sorry.
CNN's
One more-
Michael Shmerkanish,
Wow.
that's the guy's name,
I know, but
substituted for Cuomo on Friday, but
see, because that's the deal. If it's a substitute like that, like
That's
usually
a
there's
sub.
a warning.
That was a
usually
sub.
on a vacation.
Yeah.
There's an announcement saying, "Hey guys, just so
No.
you know, I'm not going to be here."
there was no
Blah, blah, blah.
announcement.
Yeah,
Nope.
something is up.
According to the New York Times, Chris Cuomo
The Cuomos.
allegedly
Allegedly.
previewed the vacation on his CNN podcast, which he hosts with The Lemon.
Okay.
Quote, every year I take my birthday week off.
Do we know when his birthday is?
No. I look forward to it,
No, I find
Chris Cuomo said.
No.
Who will be going to the Hamptons, reportedly.
Oh, of course. Oh, Mr. Down to Earth connected with people is
That's
going
right.
to the Hamptons.
I'll be fishing. I'll be hanging out with you.
Stop.
I'll be
Stop.
making memories with my
Stop.
kids.
No, stop it. Stop it. Does anybody, when it is sound of my voice, believe for one blinking second that he's ever been fishing? I mean, he might
Maybe
have.
once as a kid.
No, he might have.
Maybe.
But let's be honest. Does he look
Do you
like
see fishing from
he
that?
doesn't? He's not the
It
fishing.
looks like he's like
type.
holding a rod at the like the bank, but he doesn't know how to cast it.
No,
And so
he
he's
looks
just
like
standing-
somebody who would bait it for him.
Yeah, somebody would bait it for him, but he still doesn't know how to
Ew,
cast.
ew,
No,
ew.
somebody would bait it and cast it,
No, I can
and
see
then
him
give
trying
him
to
the,
cast
No,
it.
no,
but-
I don't. I see him getting it stuck.
No, I'm
in the
seeing him
trees.
just not wanting to touch a worm or a
That
minnow.
could very well be. Yeah, the timing of the vacation just so happened to be very convenient.
Just a tad.
Yeah,
Just a tad. I mean, again, I'm now. I don't know when his birthday is. I don't care to know. But at the same time, it is just a tad coincidental that his brother's butt is literally in a boatload of hot water,
and he's also part of it.
and he's attached in little bits and pieces, and he
Just
just
little tiny
suddenly
bits.
disappears.
Yeah, just
No
suddenly
heads up. He to the point that he has to actually go, "Hey guys, and
the him and the ha.
yeah."
Uh-huh.
Like there's no stop it. Stop it.
Yeah, CNN announced in a press release that the first episode of the documentary about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez called "Being AOC" will begin airing next Monday during Cuomo's spot.
Oh, so she's not actually filling in. They're just doing a very bad
They're
document-
replacing him.
They're doing a documentary.
They're replacing him with a documentary about AOC.
Never mind. I don't care to see that. Like I thought it was her actually.
Oh,
behind
yeah,
it.
that would have been amazing.
That
right?
would have been fantastic. I don't think that's legal.
Well,
That would have been fantastic.
Yeah. In the first episode, CNN host Data Bash speaks with Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez,
Okay. Good for
who
them.
gives one of her most personal on-camera interviews to date,
Really? Is
opening up about her
is it
unique
really that
perspective on
personal
power and
and-
femininity.
it-
Femininity.
Try that one more time.
No, I did it on purpose.
Okay.
What drives her and how threats against her and her previous experience with sexual assault impacted her perspective
okay.
on
Stop
January 6th.
You didn't. Is it? And correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong, but it's never been confirmed that she was actually sexually assaulted. She never reported anything.
Right.
So you can't sit here and go, "Well, we're going to talk to you about your sexual assault and how that affects you, and the attacks of people saying that you were sexually assaulted, and how that's a lie, and everything else. How does that make you feel? You're not backing up anything. There's no proof that it happened.
Right.
Like, what do you? Oh my God. Ay, Dios mío.
That's basically what's going on here. Anyway, CNN has not commented publicly about the Chris Cuomo role in the Governor Cuomo scandal. The network, however, previously addressed a Washington Post story that revealed that in May, Chris had been involved in strategy calls with his brother's staff.
That sounds so bad.
I know. CNN said that, quote, it was inappropriate to engage in conversations that included members of the governor's staff. You can't, this writes itself.
Wow.
Which Chris acknowledged and added that Chris Cuomo, quote, will not participate in such conversations going forward.
Sure, he won't.
Not at all.
Of course, because it's called pleading the fifth without pleading the fifth. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
At the time, Chris Cuomo apologized to the CNN colleagues.
Of course he
participating
did.
for such meetings, but not to the viewers.
Because
Quote,
he doesn't care about the viewers. He only
He
cares
doesn't-
about the people signing his paycheck.
he's just making money off of you guys. He doesn't care. When quote, when my brother's situation became turbulent,
That's
being looped into calls
hold on.
with other
That is
friends.
a fancy way of wording that right there. man.
Turbulent.
My brother's situation. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, being looped into calls with other friends of his and advisors that did include some of his staff. I understand why that was a problem for CNN.
Okay.
It will not happen again.
Okay.
It was a mistake because I put my colleagues here, who I believe are the best in the business, in a bad spot. I never intended for that.
I can't.
I would never intend for that.
Okay. Okay.
And I am sorry for that.
Okay. If you say so, Pumpkin. I'm
Yeah, after his extensive involvement in the governor's scandal, with further publicized in the New York Attorney General's report this week, CNN only pointed media to previous statements about the network.
Huh.
That's it. They're just like, yeah, look over there.
check out what I got in
No,
this
it's fine.
hand.
We're fine.
That's
We're
all that
we're
is.
fine here. Look, carrot and stick. Here we go.
Whatever.
He might like that though.
Ew. Ew.
Oh,
Ew.
ew.
His name's not Richard Gere.
No. But speaking of the Cuomo brothers, the New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has repeatedly rejected the growing chorus of demands
Of course he does.
from the
because
people of the Empire State.
why should he have to?
Live by your rules.
Right? He's not beholden to.
governor. He's not beholden to you.
He is not beholden to any of you people.
Right.
Why in the world?
You little people.
You're adorable.
Oh my gosh, look at you. Running around, screaming your head off. I should just pat you on the face.
I was gonna say he seems like a guy that would pinch your cheeks, pat you on the head.
Look at you, so cute.
Do you need a Werther's, son? You look like you could use a Werther's. There's probably a Werther's in my pocket here. It's a little warm, but you know what? It helps make the goodness come out because it's soft.
Softer.
You'll enjoy it.
Yeah, won't break your teeth.
Yeah, exactly. You enjoy that Werther's now. Don't. We'll see you later. You come back now.
Don't suck too hard.
Shut up. It's so stupid. It's so stupid.
Yeah, he's obviously rejected the growing chorus of demands from the people of the Empire State that say that he should resign from his post following the state attorney general's report detailing his unlawful sexual harassment of multiple women.
Yeah, he has kind of crossed some lines.
He has defied calls from leaders of his own party, including President Joe Biden himself.
Well, why would he actually do what is right and honorable? Why? Theoretically, I mean,
That's how did he get to office? It wasn't through right and honorable means.
well, no, that's true too. But I mean, let's be honest. If the stuff he handled with COVID and killing grandmas and obviously being sexually
Yeah.
promiscuous and in
With
the
the-
most
with the
inappropriate
ladies.
ways, like all of that there. Like he's really not a.
No.
No. Can't be surprised. He's
No.
not a good guy.
No. Not
He's
at all. No.
Not a good dude at all. Not at the least little bit.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Well, yeah. No, but now things are getting worse for him.
Worse, you say?
Yeah.
How worse?
Oh, well. The Love Gov is now working to strike a deal.
The love.
Love Gov.
Love go.
Looking to rape you another time. Sorry. That worked too well. That worked too well.
It did.
It worked too
but
well.
I liked it. It was
Too well. Too good.
It makes me happy, and that's all that matters.
And that's the bottom line.
It's just great.
Yeah, it's his last-ditch effort to avoid getting booted from office from the New York Post that was reported on Monday, today.
Uh-huh.
Defiant Governor Cuomo has made a last-ditch attempt to keep his job as the state assembly finalizes his impeachment and in plans to follow the Attorney General Letitia James's damning conclusion following months of investigation into the allegation of sexual harassment by the governor. According to the Post, Cuomo worked to cut a deal with the legislature, saying he would forget about his bid for a fourth term.
Sorry, it sounded like you said fourth.
Yeah.
God, tell me why we do. There should be, and I don't understand why there hasn't ever been. There absolutely.
Why aren't there term limits for governors?
For everything, for every single office, there
Because
should be
they're not
term limits.
There shouldn't have to be, but now there does.
You're right, but
now there does. Now there does. Now there needs to be a hedge of protection.
there also shouldn't have been, unions and
All the rest of it.
there was a brief,
now
very brief point that it was needed, and now it needs to go away.
Right, and now term limits are needed.
Oh my God,
Term limits are now needed for everybody. Get rid of these people.
that's what I'm saying. Get them gone quick, fast, and in a hurry. They need to be gone.
Yeah, in exchange for not being impeached. And apparently he was even quietly pushing the notion that even before the release of the report, he was like, hey, I'll just not run next time. I'll just not run next time.
Yes, which translates into if he doesn't get impeached and he is able to go that way.
He's going to run next time.
Well, no, he won't. He'll disappear for a term, and then he'll come back. It won't be for governor though. It'll be for senator or something.
It'll be attorney general.
Attorney general, something like it will. I'm telling you, it will be something along those lines. He will.
He
pop
needs
back
to be
up,
impeached and get out of office. He needs to get out of the government. He needs
agree.
to be pushed away.
but he's going to come back, and he's going to come back with a vengeance.
Well, here's the funny thing. Democrats aren't even listening to him. Like the party, nobody listens to him. They are not liking him at all.
Well, I mean, that's what happens when you've made them a laughingstock.
Yeah.
When you've blatantly they
when
don't
you literally
care.
laughed in their face.
Yeah, I was gonna say when you're going to do something, then it's open
As long as
and
they're
blatant.
okay with it. As long as they're okay
That's
with
what I'm
it.
saying.
They don't care.
If they have the ability to hedge it or whatever, but when you're openly defiant to make them look bad,
Yeah.
yeah,
It's like, nah. That's not me. That's not me. That's
we're
not
not
me.
supposed to be quite overt as this. It's not supposed to be this obvious.
Yeah. Look, I mean, look. Look at Bill Clinton, okay?
I'd rather not.
But look at Bill Clinton and then look at Cuomo.
Look back at Clinton. Look at
Cuomo.
Cuomo.
Look at Clinton.
Now look at
Cuomo.
Cuomo.
Now look at me.
One of these three people have a lighter in their pocket. I don't know.
That's you for sure.
I don't have a lighter in my pocket.
No, you have it on the table.
No, it's not a lighter.
Oh.
That's a vape. That's different. My
That's
lighter
different.
is in the car.
It is in the car. All right.
Don't bring fire into the house.
Good.
I know your children.
Yeah.
Leave that sucker laying around somewhere.
Hey, Mommy, look what I did to the bathroom. I lit the candle for you.
That's not a candle.
That's the roll of toilet paper.
Oh, God. And it's in the sink. At least it's in the
At
sink.
least it's in the sink. V from the SAV over on Twitter. Chris Cuomo is a fisherman, like Billy Crystal is a cowboy.
I'm on vacation.
That's a great movie.
So good. City Slickers.
Nights you say knee. Really? You're going to discuss Fredo and the word baiting in the same sentence. Fine,
Yes.
I'll be the guy to say it. He looks like a master baiter.
There you go.
There you go.
You done? You good?
Do you feel better now?
Are you good now?
I think he feels better.
Okay, good.
Adam W. Johnson also on Twitter. I'm pretty sure they won't be able, they won't be able to do this once the filing deadline hits for her seat because they will have to offer equal time to her opponents then. And maybe, like I said, but it's not, like I said, it's just, it's not her sitting there. It's so as it is a documentary, but still, that's still a lot of AOC FaceTime.
Yeah. It's a lot of FaceTime of a face that nobody wants to see.
No, nobody
Yeah.
wants anything to do with, actually. It's,
Not at all.
Oblivion Flickering of our Twitter. Fredo is consulted on strategy. Does the Godfather need to know how to bang cocktail waitresses 2 and 3 at a time?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does. He's been
Yes.
trying for a long time. It's difficult.
It's
a task.
Well, and it takes talent. It's a gift, really.
It is
to
a
be
gift.
able to do something like
He's
that.
smart.
Yeah.
He can handle things.
Yeah.
Only certain things.
Yeah. So there you go.
Yeah. Oh, Democrat Party leader, party chairman Jay Jacobs told the paper that, quote, it was something that was floated to me by the folks in the Cuomo camp as a possible option before the Attorney General report even came out. I never saw it as a viable option. And that's what he said. Just flat out. I never saw it as a viable option.
Oh, okay.
Talking about the him keeping his job until the end of term.
No, and I got that. I like how you worded it. As a viable option?
Yeah, I never saw it as a viable option.
I've never.
I shut it down pretty quick.
Sure you did.
Either you can survive the AG report and run again, or you don't survive. There's no compromise. There seems like there's a lot of compromise here.
I was going to say there's a lot.
There's a lot of compromise
Because
here.
the fact of the matter is he's still in office.
And you're still not doing anything about it.
So
What are you doing, guy?
It's so dumb. Why do they think? And not why do they think?
Because
That's a dumb thing.
They don't think.
No, well, I was gonna say, why do they think we're so stupid? I think the proper question is, why are we so stupid?
What do you mean? We aren't that stupid.
Not us, but people in general.
Why are people stupid?
Why are people dumb?
Because they don't want to pay attention. That's why.
I know.
It's not even stupidity. It's just lack of interest.
That's what I'm saying.
It's apathy.
It's irritating as all get out.
Yeah. It's apathy is what it is. People don't care.
God bless them.
I know. Anyway, continuing on. Well, what about the people that are pals with Cuomo? What do they say?
Which ones?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Does he have pals, like real pals? Not this.
Well, you know, I work with
What
these
about the people that play ball with Cuomo?
You? Isn't that why he's in trouble, or his brother's in trouble?
No. This is Governor Cuomo.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because his brother played ball with him?
isn't having people play ball with him, isn't that why he is in
Yeah,
trouble?
that's why. That's exactly why. If we're gonna go that far, yeah. Charlie King, longtime friend of the governor, who's allegedly one of the people making calls and attempts to make bargains, said that the rumors of the proposed deal are completely untrue.
Really?
According to King.
Really?
According to King.
Well, of course, all of his friends are going to say that everything's fine.
Yeah, right.
No, he's not.
He's not calling people to try and get a deal cut.
He is an upstanding and
Oh,
fine
come
gentleman.
on. He is a good guy.
He cares about the people. Don't you know that? He would never hurt a fly.
King coming out and saying that all about the fact that they're just meaningless gestures anyway, saying that no, he wasn't going to run for a fourth term anyway.
Right. Anybody believe that?
No.
Like, seriously.
Not at all. No.
Shut up.
No, not at all. Steve Cohen, a former federal prosecutor and longtime Cuomo advisor, told the governor it's time to call it quits.
Should have done that 3 terms ago.
Should have done that the moment you started.
Well, no. I mean, I can.
One term is good enough.
That's what I'm saying. 3 terms ago, you should have been like,
No.
sir.
Well, 2 terms ago. This would be his 4th if he got elected again.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
2 terms.
I'm doing the math wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, should have come back and been like, sir,
I think you're good. I think you could stop here, sir.
Have you ever considered owning a car wash? I'm just saying.
Or,
You know, franchising a Papa John's. Something.
jazz lounge. Anything.
A yoga studio or
Whatever. At least then you get your fill.
Ew.
Love Gov Studios.
What?
Love Gov Studios.
Oh no.
Yes. Love Gov Studios.
He comes walking around with a big fluffy furry hat with a giant feather in it. Look like Big Daddy Kane or something like that. Like a white version.
Just
He carries around.
pimping.
He does carry around a big giant cane.
Has
with
that
some
giant
with some kind of weird thing on it. Mm-hmm. It's not even like the hand cane where you put your hand on top of it. It's that tall, extra tall one. So you hold it like this. So it's more like a walking stick.
Yeah.
But it's a fancy looking one.
It's a fancy looking. It looks like you're a wizard.
Almost. It doesn't quite.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Wow. Sports Illustrated. When was that?
That's a long time ago, bud.
Trying to see the date.
Was it 90 something?
90. I can't read it. 94, I think.
Zoom in.
I did. See, it's zooming. That's the zoom. March 21st of 1994.
95.
That's the price.
Oh, okay. Wait, no, yeah.
over.
So 94, yeah, 94.
Yeah. Wow, he looks so young and virile.
No, he didn't.
No, he didn't.
He really didn't.
Looks younger than he does now.
Duh. But that doesn't mean much.
That was 30 years ago.
I know.
We all
God,
look,
I'm old.
we all look younger when we were 30 years ago.
Yeah. I know.
Adam W. Johnson. I believe he wasn't going to run for fourth term because he was going to run for POTUS. That's doable. Very feasible, too. I could see that happening.
This is Defenders Live.
Adam W. Johnson over on Twitter. I believe he wasn't going to run for a fourth term because he was going to run for POTUS. And I think I heard something about that too.
Yeah, he was definitely gonna. He
still
gearing
might
up.
run.
He still might run, but he was definitely gearing up for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you imagine him as president?
Yeah, I can see it now. It looks exactly like New York, but bigger.
Yeah. Isn't that crappy?
That's a bad
That's
idea.
a bad idea.
It's a bad idea.
So, an Oregon high school diploma doesn't guarantee that students who earned it can read and write, at least at a high school level.
Sorry, what?
Yes. Yeah.
Huh?
Governor Kate Brown
Yeah.
dropped the requirement that students demonstrate that they achieve those essential skills by signing Senate Bill 744 into law. She declined again Friday to comment as to why she supported suspending the proficiency requirements, according to Oregon Live.
Okay.
Are you ready? You want to hear what the bill was not entered into the legislative database until July 29th, a departure from standard practice of updating the public database the same day a bill is signed. Charles.
So she signed it in the sneakiest way freaking possible, and just kind of slid it in without having a lot of big hullabaloo about it.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question?
Sure, by all means.
No Child Left Behind. Do you remember No Child
I
Left
do,
Behind? Do
I
you know
do.
what happened with No Child Left Behind?
They all got left behind. I mean, from an actually a true academic standpoint.
From a real academic
From a-
standpoint, they all got left behind.
Every single one of them. Now they lowered the standards and make it easier for them to quote unquote graduate and whatnot. But they made them dumber. They lowered the standard.
Oh my gosh, not just dumber. They made them so they made the standards so low.
How low did they make it?
They made it so low that I actually saw a person who failed every year.
Okay.
Still in the same grade that I was every year.
The whole time.
They graduated the same year I graduated
Okay.
with an F.
So that was the actual grade.
Yes.
Like the GPA was like below a.
The
1
GPA
point
was
something.
0 because they didn't have it. They barely went to school for more than 5 days out of the month.
Wow.
They got an F in the school year within a month because of how many days that they missed, and they couldn't make them up.
But they still got.
And it had nothing to do with the fact that they were sick. They just didn't go to school.
They just chose not to.
They just chose not to go to school. And they did that for 4 years. And they got passed every year.
Huh. You're working at McDonald's now, probably, right?
I don't know where they're working. I actually think that they're probably dead in a ditch somewhere.
Oh, wow. One of those kind of people. Oh, good. Boyle said in an email statement that suspending the reading, writing, and math proficiency requirements will benefit, quote, Oregon's Black, Latino, Latina, Latinx, Indigenous, Asian, Pacific Islander, Tribal, and students of color, end quote.
That freaking racist.
That is so
You are the most. I'm sorry.
There,
What's her name?
that was Boyle. That
Boyle.
Was,
No, Governor Kate Brown. I don't
well,
care
she
about Boyle.
signed it. Well, no, Boyle.
Okay, who's Boyle?
Charles Boyle.
Charles Boyle.
Governor's deputy communications
Oh, I don't
director.
care. You're the communications
But that's the
director.
one who sent the email,
Yeah,
writing and saying that the benefit was going to be.
Yeah, but that was all from the governor.
Well,
That's from the governor.
No, Boyle is the.
Boyle is the mouthpiece.
Yes, that's the Goebbels of that
Right.
section.
So whatever Boyle says, it's obviously the governor.
Oh, of course. I'm
taking it as
denying
that.
that. I'm saying, but Boyle is the one who put it like that to try and make it sound good.
Yeah, that doesn't sound good. That looks like you are trying to be the white knight savior of the black, Latino, Latinx, whatever community. You are trying. You are so fucking racist. You don't
Yeah.
even look at yourself.
Yeah, but they're going to be the first people to say that anybody else is racist.
How can you not see how racist this is?
Well, literally, just in case you're not catching it, this statement says from Boyle that they believe that all of Oregon's Black, Latino, Latina, Latinx, Indigenous, Asian, Pacific Islander, tribal, and students of color are all stupid.
Dumber than everyone else.
Do not have the potential, the ability, or the wherewithal to actually make something of themselves.
What you are saying is that everybody who is not white in your state is dumber than you.
Because you're all knowing. You're white, I'm going to go. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Yeah. No. This is.
I'm going to tell you now, though.
She is white. She's white.
Boyle?
Oh, he is too.
No, that's what I'm saying. Now, it would be fast. How fascinating.
Come on, his last name's Bull.
Yeah, but how fascinating would it be? How fascinating would it be if it wasn't?
It is.
Yeah, but I know, but.
I'm not doing the what ifs of this. I know what this is. Okay? We know what this
Are you
is.
sure?
Yeah.
Now I want to know.
We know what this is.
I want to know.
This is just straight racism.
I want to know.
Straight racism.
Oh, no, I completely agree, but-
this is the hardest functioning KKK racist crap.
I agree. You can't get any worse than that. You really can't. The fact that is that you're lowering the standard. It's not that, hey, we're going to lower it for all the students in Oregon because, 2020 and everything else, we got completely, screwed over by the shutting down of everything and blah, blah. If you'd have gone that route, that's one thing. But to turn around and go, no, we're going to sign this into law because we feel that everybody who isn't white is incapable of being able to actually learn and better themselves because they're just stupid.
You're literally proving BLM correct.
Yeah.
By doing something this stupid, you are doing BLM a favor.
Yeah. You're helping them out really well.
And showing that you are just as racist and systematically racist as they say you are.
Yeah. Which is funny because then they're going to turn around and...
Because you're blaming the other side when you do this. But you...
Yeah. But again, what's funny is they're going to turn around and do that, but then it's... It's everybody else. Oh, he is a white guy.
Yeah, he's definitely a white
I'll be
guy.
damned.
I told you.
No, I wanted to check. I wanted to check because, again, that would have been even more profound for it to be a somebody of color turning around and going, well, I've made it because I can, but you're too stupid. I really want to put this back.
I think that actually needs to be a good idea, Tech Room. That's a good
What's
idea.
that?
That needs to be an idea now. Tech Row over on the Twitters. When it comes time for me to hire employees, they'll be subject to tests in basic mathematics, including simple algebra and order of operations, grammar, and punctuation. Or grammar and punctuation, and the pronunciation of GIF.
Well, I could tell you now.
Here's your hint. Here's your hint. There has always been a GIF format, is what he says. It's a GIF.
Jif is a peanut butter.
GIF is peanut butter.
No, I agree. It's enough. Proper English is GIF, but it's not to be. It's
GIF.
It's an abbreviation.
Yeah.
It's an acronym. So
Yeah. So being that it's an abbreviation, it's a GIF.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying, that is some fascinating stuff. And the people there are like, oh yeah, no, there's poor people, they can't handle it by themselves.
How can they?
But
not
everyone
handle
else-
it? How can they not handle it by themselves?
I don't know. Everybody else is racist, but the people who are literally doing this
As racists,
yeah, is no, they're fine.
they're fine. No problems. You are literally separating them. You are making them a mockery.
Yeah, yeah. And the worst part about it is they're buying it. That's the sad part.
It's a GIF.
It's
Do you see the GIF?
I do. Thank you, Sweatimus Prime. Appreciate that. Oblivion flickering over Twitter. Baghdad Boyle says, quote, "It's not racism when it's for a good cause," end quote. Oh my God.
Wow.
Sad but true, actually.
Yeah, that's what they do. That's how they're talking about. Oh, it's a good cause. We're protecting the children. No, you're not.
No.
You're turning them into useless morons.
You're not helping anything.
You're making it more difficult for them in the future.
I don't understand why.
Why did you get rid of basic mathematics? Why? Why do you not go through? I want to know this. This is something that I want to figure out.
Okay.
Why, in the entirety of the 4 years in high school, do they never put you in a class of mathematics specifically for accounting? Why?
Because then you can do.
Do you know how simple accounting is?
Isn't it literally like basic? It's not even like trig or in like calculus or anything. Like that. It's literally
it's
basic math.
addition and subtraction.
Yeah.
The only difference is you have assets and liabilities and investments, and you don't even have to worry about the investments. If you do a basic class, it's literally how to do your own bookkeeping.
Because if you know how to do your own bookkeeping, you can pay attention to your money, and then you don't.
Basic accounting.
You attempt to be independent instead of dependent.
Why don't you teach that?
Because same reason why they don't teach kids how to manage a checkbook or anything anymore.
Oh yeah, but it's
They've got rid of home ec and all that stuff.
It's completely necessary to learn how to type on a keyboard without looking at it.
Yeah, I've never understood that.
Completely necessary.
Who cares if I look at it or not?
I have to have a 700 word per minute page. But learning how to do basic math skills in an assets and liabilities
How to balance your
calculation
checkbook.
and how to balance
Yeah.
a checkbook is completely useless for me.
Yeah. No.
No.
This is just, I'm still blown away by it. He added, quote, "Leaders from those communities have advocated time and again for equitable graduation standards,
Bullshit.
along with expanded learning opportunities and support."
Expanded learning opportunities and support, not lowering the bar to the point to where everyone graduates. There's
Yeah.
a difference. They're asking for you to help raise them up.
Yeah, expanding learning opportunities and support is not the same thing as equitable.
And equity, and by the way, equity
Equity.
does not mean equality.
No.
And they're such,
That's like the picture I sent you today.
yeah.
I see this picture. I was flipping through and seeing this video, and this lady's doing some live or something somewhere. And in the background of her little green screen thingy, what did it say? One of the things was like, if you don't follow me or don't, be a part of this or whatever. Let's see. Let me read it right here.
Don't follow me.
Yeah,
if.
don't follow me if you don't like my content. Well, duh.
Duh.
If you don't believe in gender or racial equality. Okay.
All right.
The very next one. you don't follow me, if you don't judge people solely on character. Now, which is it? Is it equality or is it character?
Is it equality of sexes and genders and all the rest of it, or is it just based on character? Because if we're talking about character, it's completely different. It doesn't matter about your sexual orientation.
Stupid. I swear to God. Anyway, lawmakers did not pass any significant expansion of learning opportunities or support for Black, Indigenous, and students of color during the 2020 legislative session. Democrats in the legislature overwhelmingly supported ending the long-term proficiency requirement, while Republicans criticized it for lowering academic standards. A couple of lawmakers crossed party lines on the vote. Proponents said the state needed to pause Oregon's high school graduation requirements since 2009, but suspended during the pandemic until the class of 2024 for leaders to re-examine its graduation requirements. Recommendations for the new standards are due by September of 2022. Oregon education officials have long insisted that they would not impose new graduation requirements on students who have already begun high school. New requirements will not take effect until the class of 2027, which means at least 5 more classes could graduate without demonstrating proficiency in math and writing. So 5 classes. 5 graduating classes.
5 years.
5 years.
For the next 5 years. We have Oregon for the next 5 years is going to
put out arguably some of the dumbest people in the country.
Yep.
Arguably.
Well, we won't know because they don't have a standard test by.
No, but when they get out into the real world, well, they will be standard and tested and judged, and they will be measured, they will be weighed, they will be found wanting. I missed part of that, but anyway. Much of the criticism of the graduation requirement was targeted at standardized tests. Oregon, unlike many other states, do not require students to pass a particular standardized test or any tests at all. Students could demonstrate their ability via 5 different tests. Hold on. I'm confused.
Sorry, wait. What?
I'm going to go back because that caught me off guard too. Oregon, unlike many states, don't require students to pass standardized tests.
Yeah.
Or any test at all.
Okay.
So they don't require them to pass a test at all.
You don't have to do it.
You don't have to pass a test. Next statement. New paragraph. Students can demonstrate their ability via 5 different tests. Thought they didn't have to take any tests.
They don't have to, but they can demonstrate.
They can if they want to.
Yeah.
Or complete an in-depth classroom project judged by their own teachers. Because that's going to go over. That's going to go over real well. Because, them teachers are going to make them reach for the sky, aren't they?
Yeah.
Do your absolute best.
You're going to do it.
That irritating Sailor Moon. No notification. Victory! No notification went out regarding the governor's signing of the graduation bill.
You racist.
So Oregon just is one. I mean, it makes sense.
Oregon is racist.
Think about. I mean, Antifa's huge there.
I know.
I'm just saying, and now they're lowering.
Why is it always Oregon, man?
Because they've been tainted. You've got Washington State. Seattle and all that right above them. You've got Northern California underneath them. They're slowly being choked out.
It's Oregon, dude.
I know. I'm sad.
Why?
Because
Why?
Again, I just said why. Because they're sandwiched. They're sandwiched in between 2 places who are very, very, very blue, and the stuff bleeds over.
And you see, the problem with it is like people like Princeton University is now offering Black Lives Matter courses.
A course in Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, which will teach students about the historical roots and growth of BLM social movement. Starting this fall.
Stop it. Hold on. So they're going to teach the history of Black Lives Matter that started a year ago.
Oh, no, it started well before then.
Well, but it started a year ago.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Starting this fall semester, Princeton University students can enroll in the hashtag Black Lives Matter course.
Stop it. It's a hashtag. They straight up hashtagged it.
Hashtag.
That's the name of the course. It's
Hashtag
not,
Black Lives Matter course.
It's not a Black Lives Matter course.
No, it's hashtag Black Lives Matter course.
Yeah, it's all, and just like a hashtag, it's all bunched together. There's no spacing. It's a hashtag in front of it. Wow. It's a pound sign in front of it. That's Anyway. Wow. Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Which will feature readings from former Black Panther member and avowed Marxist.
Oh, good. Because what else could go wrong?
Yeah, the course's description reads as this. This semester traces the historical roots and growth of the Black Lives Matter social movement in the United States and the comparative global context.
I find it funny that they use the word roots and black
I know
in the same sentence.
It's good.
Sorry. It's
Just anyway, you good?
low hanging
You
fruit.
all right?
It was low hanging fruit.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. Are you okay though?
Okay.
All right. The movement and course are committed to resisting, unveiling, and undoing histories of states-sanctioned violence against black and brown bodies.
State sanctioned?
State-sanctioned. The course seeks to document the forms of dispossession that black Americans face and offer a critical examination of the prison industrial complex, police brutality, urban poverty, and white supremacy in the United States.
Stop it.
I did.
I
did stop.
No, they need to stop it.
Yeah, the course includes readings from Angela Davis's book, Freedom is a Constant Struggle.
Sounds like a Bruce Springsteen song.
I know, right? Who is an avowed Marxist, by the way, former Black Panthers member, two-time vice president or candidate of the Communist Party of the United States, and was awarded the International Lenin Peace Prize by the Soviet Union.
Shut up.
What?
Oh my God.
What?
Okay, so, and I knew it was a broad thing to be to Googling and looking for.
All right. Yeah.
But you had made a mention that the whole thing that you're trying to look for was, state-sanctioned violence against people of color. So I went to the ducks and I typed it in, the state sanctioned.
Right. State-sanctioned violence.
And it didn't have anything quite what I was looking for. But in looking for it,
found a thing.
I have found an article that is fantastic. Just the headline is fantastic. Are you ready? Now this, I'm sad that how we missed this, I don't know.
I don't know
From
either.
May 17th of this year.
What?
May 17th of
this year?
2021.
How did we miss this?
Headline reads, paddling in schools is state-sanctioned racial violence and needs to end.
Who gets beat in school?
They haven't, to my knowledge, not that I was ever in school like that to begin with, but they haven't spanked kids in school in like 30 years.
Sanctioned paddlings? What are we?
Unless you're talking about Catholic schools, and that's a whole different thing anyway.
I thought that was just the ruler slap nowadays.
I don't even think they do that.
The rulers across the knuckles?
No, I don't even think they do that anymore because it's assault against a child.
Yeah, you're right. You can't do that.
I don't think you could do anything.
None of this can happen.
Oh.
Where is this?
Hold on. It's an opinion piece.
Okay.
And it's 11-minute read. Holy God.
Goodness gracious. We don't have 11 minutes.
Somebody
here.
can dribble on, can't they?
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Where is this from? The Grib?
Grib?
What does that say?
It's the Googles.
No, the Grio.
The Grio. I don't know what the Grio
Never
is.
heard of
Never heard of them.
But apparently it was enough for
Yahoo to pick it up.
Yahoo to pick it up and do something with it.
That's probably why we never read it. This is why we didn't read it.
I'm not going to run into this.
Go ahead, run quick.
The terrifying damage imposed by slavery and Jim Crow to generations of black children is now being repeated in mostly segregated school districts where paddling has been institutionalized. Like Malcolm X once said, only a fool would let his enemy teach his children.
Okay.
End quote. And that is...
okay.
I agree with that.
Yeah, duh.
Ladies and gentlemen, any of you who are listening right now and you have your kids in public schools, I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
It works both ways, just so we're clear.
Right.
Anyway, especially a racist educational system where most of the teachers are white and female.
Why does female have to do with anything?
I don't know. And school administrators and staff are allowed to punish their children by hitting them with wooden paddles, and where educational outcomes for students of color are intentionally abysmal. Black students are more likely to be located in states that excessively use corporal punishment in schools, and they are more likely to be singled out for paddling.
I now have to know.
Right?
What states
Allow
use
corporal punishment. There you go.
Yeah.
Or paddling. Just do paddling.
Yeah.
It'd be so much easier that way. I'm going to continue on while you do that. Let's see. Hold on. Signify. Make no mistake, this psychological and physical intimidation practiced by schools could not be sustained without support from parents of color. As a result, children all over the country are being maimed and psychologically impaired, especially students of color. Quite frankly, that is exactly what a white supremacist system requires. So it is no surprise to learn that the Florida principal who was caught on camera paddling a first-grade Latino student in front of her mother will not face any criminal charges. During the incident, which took place last month, and that would be April, at the Central Elementary School in Clewiston, Principal Melissa Carter berated the child for allegedly damaging a computer, and then, as a school aide bent the child over a chair, Carter viciously hit her with a thick wooden paddle. The child's mother secretly recorded the incident with her cell phone. She said she didn't intervene due to a language barrier and her undocumented status. Now, I'm going to pause there for just a moment. And so eloquently, there is actually a video here from Good Morning America, no less.
Okay.
That I would assume is probably it. I'm not.
Yeah. That's from Florida.
It.
So I'm another website that I haven't ever heard of. Clark.com has a list
of them. I just want to point out one thing before we go down this list.
Okay.
The lady said that she didn't intervene due to a language barrier and her undocumented status. Do you need to speak the same language to understand that your child's being spanked?
No.
No, I didn't think so.
It's
Yeah, you struck my child. I don't give a damn what the reason is for. If I'm there, I will handle it. Now, unless I've given you permission in advance to handle it when I'm not there, that's different. You damn sure will never touch my kid in front of me. I don't give a damn how bad the reason is. I will handle it there. I'm there at that point. I'm like a state trooper. You call me over for an issue, you're getting a ticket. That's how that works.
So
anyway, go on.
This website has a list.
A list.
And in this list, there are 19 states.
19?
And these 19 states allow corporal punishment in schools.
Really?
Yeah, but it doesn't say what corporal punishment they allow.
I thought corporal punishment is the paddling.
No,
it's not.
That's not the only punishment that's allowed, as far as corporal punishment.
Huh? That to me, that's
like corporal punishment could be a lot of things.
Like what? Like I honestly, I don't know.
Like anything that would be technically, cherry pickers is a corporal punishment. Doing push-ups is a corporal punishment.
Really?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I just always thought that the paddling was it because, corporal punishment is like the worst.
No.
Okay.
But yeah, so this list they may allow corporal punishment. I get it. But it doesn't necessarily mean that your kid is getting paddled. And this is why I'm going to say this. Alabama, Arizona, Arkansas, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Mississippi, Missouri, North Carolina.
Keep going.
Oklahoma, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, and Wyoming. I didn't know that.
I didn't either, but
it doesn't make any sense to me because I've never seen that anywhere here.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Like I've lived in the North Carolina since
You've
been in
all those states most of your life.
I mean, yeah, I've been in North Carolina and I lived in Georgia and yeah. It doesn't make no. What?
I don't know, dude. That's this news to me. But you know what isn't news is American Pride Roasters coffee is historically great coffee.
That is definitely not news, but it is also true.
It is absolutely true. It's guaranteed to make you swallow every single time that you put it into your mouth. Go to AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
AmericanPrideRoasters.com is the place to go.
Yes.
For historically great coffee.
Go to Mojo50.com. Check out the other awesome host of shows over there. The guys that keep us on for some goofy reason. Not sure why.
I have no idea why.
I'm not going to rock the boat on that one. Go to our website, doaeshow.com. Check out the archives. Become a defender with us. Look at the shop. All that cool stuff over there. Click Dear Defenders if you got a question you would like us to answer. Go to all the social medias, all of them at DOAE Show. Like, share, and follow. Subscribe, all that fun jazz. We got a whole another hour. Stay tuned. We're going to be right back.
Yeah. See right here.
See, this
corporal
is-
punishment. Here you go. Corporal punishment is a physical punishment. So a punishment that's meant to cause or intend physical pain. So it could be the beatings, but it also could be something that would make your muscles literally strain to the point of being in pain.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People usually say spankings or paddlings, and that's what they indicate.
That makes sense. This thing is incredible. The mom turned around and went on, quote, the hatred in which she hit my daughter. I mean, it was hatred that, really, I've never hit my daughter like she hit her, the mom said in Spanish during an interview.
Okay.
She didn't. She said, had she not recorded
You're a
the incident,
Well, hold on. You're a Spanish mom and you don't hit your kid?
apparently not allegedly as hard as she did.
Oh, come on. That shoe is going to hurt worse.
That chancleta.
Now to the latest on that video sparking outrage in Florida. A school principal spanking a 6-year-old with a paddle in front of the girl's mother who recorded the incident. That principal is now being investigated, and we want to warn you, the video is disturbing. TJ Holmes has
It is
the very
disturbing.
latest. Good morning.
Well,
TJ.
Strahan's got that list.
And really,
but
yeah,
it
yeah,
depends
yeah.
on when,
Can't
where,
help
and
it.
how you grew up. Maybe you grew up around what you called a spanking or a whooping, or at school, maybe it was a paddling. But what we're seeing in this video is being called something else. It's being called an assault on a 6-year-old child by her principal. And now this video has brought a focus not just on this principal's behavior, but on corporal punishment in this country.
This disturbing video of a 6-year-old's punishment at school
No, put your hands down.
has led to calls for an arrest.
She's not
That's
hitting that hard.
Lewiston, Florida school
No, the first one was a good
principal
swat.
Melissa Carter
The other one's
striking
kind
the
of-
little girl with a wooden paddle. The girl's alleged misdeed, scratching
Now-
a school computer. In the video, you can hear the principal chastising the child.
You better be glad you're not my daughter, because I would spank your butt all the time for acting like that. And I wish you would try to call the police on me.
Well, they
did.
That's
They
called
did.
They did.
a brat.
Principal Carter's assistant, Cecilia Self, also seen in the video, tells the little girl how to stand.
Put your butt out.
And then
Yeah, but
3 whacks from the principal. The girl crying and moving after the
And?
first.
Yeah, every kid does
Then
that.
instructed to get back into position. The incident happened in April when the first grader's mother was asked to come to the
All right, that's
fantastic.
not-
You know what? I mean, again, now I'm going to tell you, if I'm there,
Yeah.
hand
me the paddle.
I will handle it. Don't do that in front of me, because I'll snap. Okay?
Right.
Just so we're clear.
Okay.
But if there's a situation, like say I'm out of town, or there's no way I'm going to get there anytime soon, or what have you.
Right, okay.
And I trust you enough to do that, then by all means, you handle it.
Yeah,
and
there's
I
a
will
trust
handle it
issue
when
there.
I get
There's a
home.
trust factor.
There's a trust factor.
I wouldn't mind it, actually.
It's needed to happen more often,
Yeah, I wouldn't mind it at all.
because clearly they're not getting it at home. But then, like,
Look, I saw two girls. I literally saw two girls go at it in the fighting.
Oh.
And they both had those fake nails. And all they did was the claw scratch thing.
cat
Those
scratch fever, man.
Those two girls were literally mauling each other's faces off. It's like, come on. Those kids need to be whooped.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Absolutely.
Not good. No.
I think I know his answer.
Whose answer?
Yeah, that's what I was.
Are you going to do with the math?
Yeah, that's what I was going to go with too. But since he got it,
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. I did it wrong the first time.
This is the collision of common sense and comedy. This is Defenders Live.
I don't know. We need to figure a way to
what?
I don't know. Bring the break stuff up for everyone to be able to see.
I know.
No, and I don't know how in a way, but we do, because that was just. Spider-Man's Prime is a perfect example of this. It's at Dylan Lyles over on Twitter. It's at Dylan Lyles is like, do it right, or I'll be more pissed off when I get there, and I'll demonstrate. Talking about paddling your kid at school or wherever.
Yeah.
It's very close. And the fact I come from the angle of if I have to handle it like that, then it's going to be bad.
Worse.
It's
going to be worse. That's what it is.
Yep. B from the SFE. I was spanked by my principal, along with most of my generation who deserved it. This generation calls the police. In other related news, our Olympians are not strong enough mentally to compete. Isn't that weird?
It is. It's so weird.
Lower the standard, because lowering the standard is what makes things better. It doesn't make you stronger or better or anything else. No. It guarantees that you can win. What good is winning is if you're not actually at the best? Because think about it, the way they lower standards for everything nowadays and the way they're dropping all that stuff. Do you remember back 90s, 2000s, all of that stuff with the with baseball and the steroid stuff?
Yeah.
All the drug accusations and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I'd be pissed if I were them right now.
Oh yeah, because and
it's not that. I understand they're like, well, you were juicing to make yourself better. Oh, okay, but you're lowering the standard to make other people better.
Or to appear better.
Yeah, you're doing the same thing, just from the other side of the coin.
Right.
I'd be livid, dude.
Oh yeah,
I would be livid.
That sucks.
Yeah.
And now for something completely different.
NASA is calling for applicants interested in spending a year in a 1,700 square foot habitat meant to help study what it would be like for the future explorers to live on the surface of Mars.
No, stop it.
While participants would not need to strap into a rocket and blast off into the final frontier, they would help pave the way for the future of space exploration.
Really?
All without ever leaving the ground.
Really? Is that what would happen?
Yep. Uh-huh.
Would it?
Yeah.
You sure about that?
That's exactly what would happen.
I don't know.
I do know. Yeah, I think it would be. I think it would be. Are you? I think you're.
I have something
Okay.
that makes me think of this.
Oh, yeah.
I have to go. Oh, because I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Never mind. Keep going.
Okay.
I have something I want to pull up.
Alrighty then. See, the series, quote, the series of missions known as Crew Health and Performance Exploration Analog. Or CHP.
Okay.
Includes three 1-year Mars surface simulations based on NASA's Johnson Space Center.
Okay.
The analogs will support research to develop methods and technologies to prevent and resolve potential problems on future human space flights and their missions to the moon
Okay.
and to Mars.
I kind of was thinking about something.
What you were thinking about?
It reminds me of something.
Remind you of a ting?
It's
The Biodome, a pure, self-contained environment where 5 scientists are about to be sealed off from every conceivable form of contamination, except one.
Well, check out that mall, man.
Our dream
I'm just saying.
finally at hand.
What kind of mall is this?
Get them out of here!
The doors are sealed for 1 year. We're stuck here.
That's right.
12 months?
Yes.
52 weeks?
Yes.
385 days?
The whole world is watching as Bud and Doyle are separated from their loved ones. Learn about endangered species.
They're the rarest Lepidoptera in the world.
Right. I think you might be right.
Experience nature firsthand. And become world-renowned protectors of the planet.
Purple sticky punch, or hemp, is an excellent source of photosynthesis.
Just because we're stuck in a bubble doesn't mean we can't cause any trouble.
On 3, 3.
That's not good.
No, that's what I'm thinking of.
Oh, gosh.
Think about it.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
I mean, you have a bunch of people. Not all of them are,
yeah,
set up and ready to go.
They're not scientists.
And I'm sorry, but
they're not ready to go.
No, but if it were me,
yeah, you'd be doing this.
I would be Pauly Shore.
I'm sure you would be.
I would so be Pauly Shore in this. Just saying. Oh, I mean, call me crazy. But,
Crazy.
Okay. But I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what this makes me think of.
Okay. I mean, if that's where you're at, that's where you're at.
Because I couldn't. Because it's virtually the same concept.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
You're spending. What is it? It was a year, wasn't it?
A year.
A year.
Yeah.
Inside of what equates to a biodome, because you're having to learn to get used to what it's like to be on the surface of Mars, and Mars doesn't have an atmosphere. Mars doesn't have any of that stuff. So what do?
Mm-hmm.
You have to. So it's I'm telling you, but there's a part of me that wants to sign up for this and somehow get lucky enough to be approved.
It would be awesome. It would be pretty good.
I would be the wizard.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. NASA's calling for non-smoking applicants.
I'll be fine.
Who are either American citizens or permanent residents proficient in English.
Okay.
Between the ages of 30 and 55.
Oh, I'll be good. I fit that. Okay.
Yeah, you did pretty close.
Okay.
NASA, which noted that the compensation is available for taking part, also described various qualifications related to educational experiences. Quote, each mission will consist of 4 crew members living and working in a 1,700 square foot model 3D printed by Icon called Mars Dune Alpha.
Okay.
The habitat will simulate the challenges of Mars and the mission of Mars, including resource limitations, equipment failure, communication delays, and other environmental stressors.
Just don't make me wear a red shirt.
That's right. Crew tasks may include simulated spacewalks, scientific research,
okay,
use of virtual reality and robotic tools and controls, and exchanging communications.
There's an alien.
What? The result will provide important information and scientific data to validate systems and develop solutions that NASA is trying to get explained.
Wow. Adam W. Johnson over on Twitter. Prediction. None of the volunteers have ever been in a car with 3 toddlers on an 8-hour road trip.
I have.
That's a fun one.
That's a good one, isn't it?
I think I'm perfectly qualified for that.
I think you can do this. Just stop with the smokes.
I'm not caring about that. I'm just thinking about how much havoc I could wreak. Because I would be that guy at this point. It would be just for the sake.
So
of,
you'd be Pauly Shore. I'd be Stephen Baldwin at this point.
I would be. I would be the one who's starting and instigating stuff, peeing in their only drinking water. Oh, it's sterile.
Ew.
It's no nutrients, but it's sterile.
It's at least sterile.
Enjoy.
You'll be fine. It's not going to hurt you.
There's more water here. You won't taste it. Senator Rand Paul is asking Americans to choose freedom over any further COVID-related lockdowns. The senator tweeted on a video Sunday urging Americans to resist any potential lockdown measures that may be handed down as a result of COVID-19's highly contagious Delta variant, which I love how they keep calling it a Delta variant when they don't have a way to test for it.
Sir, Mr. Senator Guy.
Senator
Rand Paul.
The guy who's allegedly known for being the guy who's supposed to be all about freedoms.
Yeah. Senator Rand Paul. Rand Paul, sir.
Yeah. You got a question for him?
Sure. Mr. Paul.
Can I call you the senator?
Can I call you the Paul? Day late, a dollar short, sir?
Yeah, I was gonna say, where were you last year, dude?
I mean, you might have been out there talking about it, but what the heck?
Yeah. At the time of this reporting, Kentucky Republicans' video has been viewed 521,000 times or more.
Yeah.
Quote, "It's time for us to resist," he insisted. "They can't arrest us all. They can't keep all of your kids home from school. They can't keep every government building closed. Although I got a long list of the ones they might try and keep closed and ought to keep closed. We don't need to accept the mandates, lockdowns, and harmful policies that the petty tyrants and bureaucrats.
Agreed.
We can simply say no, not again," end quote.
Couldn't we simply have said no the first time?
No, and here's the problem. We did
what they asked,
which is what happens a lot in politics, especially with, from the Republican side of things, especially. I'm not saying that all Republicans are great and blah, blah, but I'm just saying this is what happens is the Republicans generally a teensy bit, not much.
Tiny bit.
A teensy, almost immeasurable amount more care about people and what's going on.
Just slightly.
And with that being the case, they always concede. They always go, all right, if you're saying this is what this is, let's do this, and then we'll move on from there. And it never works out.
Yeah.
It always comes back to, you give them an inch, they take a mile. And that's exactly what's happening now. That's what they do all the time. That's what they've been doing.
Yeah.
That's why they're testing for a variant, like I said, that they have no actual test for.
You can't test for it.
I've been sent and have watched videos on top of videos of people, of doctors and other things saying how, there's
no test for the variant.
There's no test for the variant.
You can't tell this is actually a variant.
That it's not even actually a variant. That what's happened is it's actually the vaccine is not obvious, as we've said before. It's not a real vaccine.
It's not a real vaccine.
It's causing your body to actually embrace it's not the right word for it. It's the only thing I can. I'm not
embrace
a doctor. Basically, because a vaccine
to take in more.
Yeah, a vaccine is supposed to get your body to recognize it and fight against it.
Yeah,
the way that some doctors have said, it actually teaches your body that is what your body wants and needs. And so once they actually could become exposed to the actual variant, because it's a little odd that we're having a spike of all this stuff in a season when vitamin D and everything is at its highest. And that's why all of these people, not all of them, but a good majority of these people that are catching this variant are all conveniently vaccinated.
Yeah. It's also rather convenient that this is not the flu season anymore.
That's what I'm talking about.
We're not in the flu season.
There's no reason why.
There's no reason for this
any
vaccine
of this
to be
should be a problem, because vitamin D, zinc, and all that stuff should be at an all-time high, because it's summertime. You're out in the sun. You're out all this stuff.
Except for the fact that everybody's still staying at home. You morons. Get out.
And that's a big part of it too. But
get outside.
He singled out Speaker of the House Nancy Pelosi, saying that she will, quote, not arrest or stop me or any one of my staff from doing our jobs, end quote, if they refuse to wear masks on U.S. Capitol property. Quote, Nancy Pelosi, you will not arrest or stop me or any one of my staff from doing our jobs.
Right.
We have either had COVID, had the vaccine, or been offered the vaccine. We will make our own health choices. We will not show you a passport. We will not wear a mask. And we will not be forced into random screenings and testings so you can continue with your drunk with power reign over the Capitol, end quote. I mean, don't get me wrong. That is very
great
strong.
Speech.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Like Steve said, kind of a day late and a dollar short there, Chief.
Buddy, you should have been right there the first time.
That was, it's at the very least, the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
That's when this should have been,
that's the latest it should have been.
The latest.
Where it should have happened. Here's where it should have happened. 15 days to flatten the curve. Day 16.
Yeah.
That's where this speech was supposed to be.
Yep. Yeah, you're right.
That is where this speech was supposed to be. Not a year and a half later.
No.
When we're still dealing with this bull crap.
Yep. And they're just feeding us more so, oh, well, no, it's this new variant. No, it's not a variant.
It's not a variant.
You're giving...
Delta variant.
You're scaring people into a situation. You're giving them a concoction of some kind that is not meant to help you.
Yeah.
He added that if President Joe Biden attempts to shutter federal agencies amid the pandemic with what he refers to as, quote, anti-science notions, he will pledge to stop, quote, every bill coming through the Senate with an amendment to cut their funding if they don't come to work in person, end quote.
Great. Who's behind you?
Yeah, well, yeah, not just that, but...
Who's with you?
Where the hell were you last year?
And who's with you?
Nobody. We know nobody else.
Who's standing beside you? I don't... At this point, it does not help.
No.
You being one person already of the opponent, like the opposing side, saying that you're going to oppose the stuff. Okay.
Yeah,
You're supposed to do that anyway, apparently.
Yeah. Where are you? Where's your other... Paul also impressed the importance of keeping children in school despite the Delta surge.
Quote,
children are falling behind in school or are being harmed physically and psychologically by the tactics that you have used to keep them from the classroom during the last year. We will not allow it again. If a school system attempts to keep children from full-time in-person school, I will hold up every bill with two amendments. One to defund them and the other to allow parents choice of where the money goes to their children's education.
Okay, pause. Pause.
Sure.
You have absolutely no say about what happens in public schools. You shouldn't have any. You, as a senator of the United States, should have nothing to say about what happens in a state-run public school.
Yeah. That's the sad.
You should have no reason to say that as a senator of the United States. Now, if you're a state senator, I
That's
got
different.
That's
You're
different.
not a state senator.
You're not a state senator. You're a United States senator. United States senator. You have nothing to say. The National Education Association or whatever else in the bull crap that is doesn't actually say anything about these regulations. They've already come out and said that the state is the state is the state at that point. The schools have the choice already.
Yeah. Let's see. He continued, quote, do I sound fed up to you? That's because I am. I'm not a career politician.
Yes, you are.
And so far.
You are.
I practiced medicine for 33 years.
And then you stopped.
I graduated from Duke Medical School.
Great job.
I worked in emergency rooms. I studied pneumology and virology. And I ultimately chose to become an eye surgeon, end quote.
And now you're a politician.
Yeah. Quote, I'm not the only one who is fed up.
Yeah.
I can't go anywhere these days without people coming up and thanking me for standing up for them. Whether I'm at work or at events in Kentucky, at airports and restaurants or stores, people thank me for taking a stand. They thank me for standing up for actual science, for standing up for freedom, for standing against mandates, lockdowns, and bureaucratic power grabs.
Great. I don't live in Kentucky.
No.
And I don't care what people thank you for. Yeah. I don't care.
I don't need to know
Stop patting your own back.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't need to know those people. I need to know who is with you in Congress.
Yeah. Who are the people? Is there anybody else in the Senate that's with you?
Yeah.
That's literally standing with you?
I mean, there might be one or two, but it's obviously not going to be enough to sway anything.
Is there more than 5?
I don't think so.
You could block it with at least 5, but is there more than 5?
There might be.
But even then, are at least one of those people from the other side?
Hell no.
Then you're done.
I know.
You're done. Because right now in the Senate, it's a stalemate, which means that currently, as it sits, if you do a 50-50 run, the VP gets to choose.
Yeah. And guess who the VP is going to side with?
But yeah.
Not you.
Not you.
So stupid. I mean, he goes on and on. It's a very profound and very, awe-inspiring and very motivational type speech. The problem with it is one, again, you're too late. You should have been doing this a year ago. Second off, you're alone. Now, you may have constituents that are behind you. You may have regular people like us who are like, you
go
absolutely
for it.
Do it.
Do it.
But we don't amount to anything. Why? Because the majority of our fellow citizens have given up the power that we have to you guys.
You being one of them.
Yeah.
which is why you went into politics.
And you're not doing anything to stop anything.
That and your dad's crazy.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
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 It's just, and again, his speech goes on and on. He goes a little bit further. Like there's more to it. Like I said, it's great stuff, but I'm not going to keep reading it and indulging it. There's no reason for it.
Yeah.
Dude,
It's great.
You should have done this last year.
Good speech,
when we
bud.
needed it.
Yeah.
You didn't do it.
Nope.
You aren't doing anything now. And like Steven mentioned, you're just in Kentucky. So let's say that even you have any actual strong support in Kentucky. Guess what? It doesn't matter for the rest of us.
Nope.
You know,
I am grateful that people are happy with the work that you're doing.
Yeah.
That means that they've picked somebody that you have been elected. By the way, you shouldn't have been elected by the people. You should have been elected by the state. That's where the state Senate versus that's where the Senate versus the House is supposed to be divided.
Yeah, don't get
but
started.
As the notion of the current election stands, you were elected by the people, and if the people are saying that you're doing a good job, great. I'm glad that you're doing a good job.
Congratulations.
You still need to go back to doing your job as an eye doctor because I want you out of Congress after about 4 years.
Yeah.
I want you out of the legislative body after 2 terms.
Yeah.
2 terms, you're done. You need to get out.
Yeah.
You're not a politician? Yes, you are. You are a politician.
Until you're no longer a politician, you're a politician.
How do I know you're a politician? Because you've been a politician since I've been an adult.
Yeah. I again, and
come on.
Don't get me wrong. These stands are great, and it's motivational. Like I was like, heck yeah, dude. But it doesn't do any good. The only way this kind of stuff honestly works, is if the people in individual states just kind of say enough is enough.
Mm-hmm.
Who cares what,
rally your state.
Yeah,
dude.
Exactly. Everybody needs to be rallying their own state. Everybody needs to be backing up their own place in their own communities and do that. Even your own community.
Yeah.
Get your own if you live in a small town, especially, rally that way. Say, look, guys, we've done this once before.
This is stupid.
Here's the evidence and blah, blah. And you can rally your own people and start there. Just like everything else. Grow it as a ripple from the inside out. This little small thing. Let it travel.
Right.
This is... Because I'm not going back to it. I'm not doing this junk again. I had to spend a whole year, a year plus. Oh, well, you got to wear a mask everywhere you go. You can't, go into a Walmart and blah, blah, blah.
Can't do this. Can't do that.
I took my kids to go watch Monster Jam yesterday.
Yeah.
We went and watched,
Monster Jam?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Monster Jam.
Went with my sister and, the side of her kin and all that jazz over on that side.
Monster Jam is amazing.
It was fun. I had a ball. I mean, it was right after church, so the kids got over it real quick because they were hungry and tired.
Oh, that makes sense. You should have taken them for food first.
Well, I couldn't because by the time church got out, I was like,
Monster Jam.
Church got out at noon. I had to be at PNC at 1.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
That ain't happening.
I got
Planning,
there
buddy.
like right at 1.
Planning, buddy.
Well, no, it was planning. I meant to be at church earlier, and it didn't work.
Yeah, you meant to leave earlier.
And it failed.
Yeah.
Found out I had to go buy socks.
Jack Hole, Councilman 5th District, says, results. And Rand Paul results, please. I don't need to hear about how many people thank you for your meaningless speeches. You are just another career politician at this point. Liberty needs results.
Amen.
That's it.
That is absolutely right.
That is all we need.
Because
we don't need speeches. We don't need big fancy things. We don't want your words. We want your actions.
What good is a good rallying speech if there's nothing behind it? If you don't have anybody to rally? Especially if, again,
you can't rally people that actually make a difference.
Well, I was going to say, again, as you mentioned earlier, he's not a state senator.
No, he is a U.S. senator.
So, okay, good. So you're going to block it. You've been blocking everything thus far. Has it helped any?
No.
Well, then what the hell, dude? Like, tell me something that's actually that you're going to do something that's actually going to make a sliver of difference, because supposedly you've been blocking this stuff from the beginning. I'm not saying he hasn't, but supposedly he has. So if he has and his crap has still gotten through,
then
what the hell is... Yeah, well, yes.
What are you doing?
Well, not just what is he doing. It obviously just him by himself isn't enough. So why am I going to take anything that you say and go, roger that?
Figure it out.
Find someone else to help you. Get a team together. Rally your own people.
Do something.
Go back to the... I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Oblivion flickering over Twitter. I'm not a politician, but I do play one on the floor of a Congress and on TV. And I did stay at a Holiday Inn last night.
Well played. Well played. Good job.
Exactly.
See that Oregon one?
Mm-hmm.
That Oregon one was actually sent to me by a coworker.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
She brought me into her office and she was like, "Hey, come here. Look at this." And she turned her phone and it was that headline. I was like, "What?" And then she, no. It gets better. She clicks it and she zooms into that one thing about this is going to help the black. My exact reaction was, "Those racists."
Uh-huh.
She was like, "Right?" I was like, "Yeah."
It's incredible. And the fact of the matter is that the people that they're being racist against don't even realize that they're being racist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy.
Oh, you want coffee?
No, I'm okay. You can get more though.
Crazy, but that's how it goes. Major people. Everyone be feeling. Everyone good every crazy day.
This is Defenders Live.
It was nothing concrete,
Yeah.
but it's promising.
Oh, good.
It's promising.
That's good. So, an NBC News and MSNBC legal analyst demanded on Friday that the Attorney General Merrick Garland preemptively arrest former President Donald Trump for events that have not happened.
Huh? Wait.
What the analyst refers to as Insurrection 2.0.
I'm so we're in Minority Report now.
Yeah.
We're arresting people for stuff that they might do.
Yeah.
Or might be as Wow. Okay.
All right. Speaking with liberal radio host Dean Obadiah. Obadallah?
Obadallah.
Life goes on.
Life goes on.
Legal analyst Glenn Kirshner
Okay.
claimed that Garland must arrest Donald Trump, allegedly that the former president is a public safety issue.
How?
Quote,
How is it?
"Don't we have to move out and charge Trump because he's out there continuing to push the big lie, continuing to grift his base, and in a very real sense, recruiting the foot soldiers for the Insurrection 2.0.
Is the big lie the election was stolen? Is that what the big lie is?
The big lie!
But that's what I'm saying.
Sir?
Is that what the big lie is?
You don't know what the big lie is?
No, I don't. That's why I'm asking.
You don't know it?
I don't. That's why I'm asking.
You don't know the...
No.
Don't know the big lie?
You keep stalling. I don't think you know either.
The big lie?
Yeah, no.
It's the big one.
It's
the big lie.
And it's the lie.
It's the lie
And
that's
it's not
big.
the truth.
It is the lie that is big. It is a non-truth that is also very large.
Okay. Okay. No, I whatever. Okay, no.
Quote, I think nothing would make Donald Trump happier than Insurrection 2.0. Kirshner added, without any evidence at all.
That's not even the point. The fact that this guy lives in this dude's head, that Donald Trump lives in this guy's head.
Rent free, buddy.
And apparently in a very well-to-do, like, penthouse suite. Not
like
the dude's not like renting out the basement apartment.
No.
He's got the top floor penthouse, everything.
He's got the best.
Yeah.
The most beautiful red house.
Free.
Right in his mind.
Like, insurrection. I like how they keep throwing that word around.
Insurrection.
It sounds bad, doesn't it?
It sounds pretty bad.
Like
not so good.
It's
like not so good. It
is
not so good.
Yeah. Like, but
there are things that are bad.
According to Oxford,
the
Lexico on
Oxford,
the English dictionary definition and meaning of insurrection. A violent uprising against an authority or government.
Okay. Wait, I'm sorry. Are you do it one more time?
A violent uprising against an authority or government.
Donald Trump was the president.
He was. That would make him
an authority
and government. Yeah.
At the
same time.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now they...
Kirshner, a former U.S. Army prosecutor, continued. Here's my thing.
God.
Every time I was involved in a covert investigation in the grand jury, for example, going after the gangs in D.C., every single day, we had to make an assessment. Do we continue to investigate covertly and let these guys run around in the streets of Washington, D.C., potentially hurting others? Or have the scales tipped? And is now public safety such a concern that we have to take down the investigation and make arrests and go public? I maintain that even though Merrick Garland needs time to investigate, and we're still sort of in the early stages of criminal investigation, public safety is at risk.
May I pick this apart?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Just a tad.
That's fine. Go ahead. Hey, you good?
First thing, it kind of
Yeah.
bumps out at me.
Oh, there's a psh
Yeah,
right there,
it's a little thing. He talks about, they were used to investigate
gangs.
Mm-hmm. First off, you were an Army prosecutor.
Gangs. In D.C.
Well, no, prosecutor.
Gangs.
He's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Lawyers do not go undercover. That's what a covert investigation is.
But he was in the Army, son.
It doesn't matter. Lawyers do not go into covert investigations. Now, do they have people they talk to? Do they get private eyes? Do they do that kind of stuff? Sure. But they don't do that.
Oh.
Period. Okay?
I thought it was like that TV show.
This is not Dexter, okay? This is not, NCSI or what the hell ever. And it's like, do we continue? The question is, do we continue to investigate covertly and let these guys run the streets of D.C., potentially hurting others? Or have the scales tipped and now public safety is such a concern that we have to take down the investigation, make arrests, and go public?
Gotta take it down.
Here's the thing when it comes to law, sir, and you should know this by now.
You
is
have
that
to wait.
Well, that's not even a matter of waiting. You're not waiting, okay? If you have evidence, that's when you can make an arrest.
Yeah.
In this country, sir, Mr. Kirshner, douchey, that
douche face.
You are innocent until proven guilty. It is on you as the prosecutor and on you as
the
everybody
investigators
else to prove that those gang members are truly dangerous. If you can get that information, if you can get that evidence beyond the shadow of a doubt, then you can make those arrests and those convictions. If you cannot,
then you have to leave it alone.
Then you leave it alone. This is the same thing with Trump. You're not going to get it. You couldn't get him impeached. You couldn't twice. You couldn't get him for any of the federal crimes and BS crap you tried hitting him for.
You still
for January
can't get
6th.
him for the taxes.
Yeah. You're not going to... I'm not saying the man is invincible, but at this point, you keep trying to throw crap at the wall and nothing is sticking. Okay?
Once again, this is the best analogy that has ever come up when talking about Donald Trump and what you're doing.
Uh-huh.
Adding shit to a pile of shit is just going to make it a bigger pile of shit. It is not going to dirty it up.
Yeah. It's all going to get mixed and spliced together, and you're not going to know
Donald
which is which.
Trump and his record and his past is a large pile of feces.
The Dookie pile is large. Now,
He is a shit thrower.
Give him the credit. He was better than any of us thought he was.
It's true.
It
true.
was much.
No, but that's not it.
But I'm saying we have to at least establish that.
Yeah,
We can't
establish
just
that.
sit there
Okay.
and say
Yeah.
that he's a pile of crap. Because has he done shady stuff? Has everything?
Yes.
We all have.
Of course.
Did he turn out to be a better president than what the two of us thought for sure?
Heck yeah.
And a lot of other people?
Yes.
Absolutely. Far and away.
Far and away.
Okay.
And if his spending wasn't the way that it was,
That's probably the worst he did.
Ecstatic about it.
Yeah, to me, that was probably the worst thing he did.
Like, honestly, his spending was so far out the ass. I just can't. No.
And you can't,
We
you
do
can't
that.
excuse it. You can't let it slide. If it's wrong, it's wrong. It doesn't matter who's doing it.
Right.
So to me, that was his.
But
his
this is
weakness.
the analogy of throwing crap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In that analogy, Donald Trump is a giant heap already.
You're already throwing it.
He's already in a giant heap. Everything that he has is all considered crap.
Yeah.
Okay? Everything about, like, everybody's seen it. It's all there. It's all baked in.
Yeah.
Everybody knew it all.
The fact of the matter is that you just don't like the fact that he's willing to stand up and regardless of how sincere it is or not, by the way, because I'm still kind of on the fence about that.
No.
Because he loves trolling people and baiting people. It could just all be for the publicity.
It could all be for the trolls.
It may have nothing to do with anything whatsoever. That's the only reason why, like, I can't fully get 100% behind him like everybody else can, because
we don't know if it's just for the lulz.
Yeah, it could be anything. It could just be a front. Who knows? But the fact of the matter is, he sat there. He made things different. He at least appeared to try and change things in a different way.
Right.
Sincere or not about it doesn't matter. He at least made that effort.
Yeah.
Okay. You're not going to be able to hit him with it. And to turn around and attempt to try and catch him in advance.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he's planning insurrection 2.0. Here's the drill is technically, thanks to the Constitution, we as the people can do anything like that we want. We can have an insurrection. Did you know that?
Yeah.
We can do that.
We could.
Because we are supposed to be the ones in charge. Now, obviously, what we would need to do is to go at about it in a very delicate, in a very well thought out, in a
not very violent way.
Well, I mean, with the understanding it might get violent, but yeah, but you have to. There's a process to it. You don't just run in guns blazing. I give you that. There is a process, a method, and a means to doing it.
Yes. Actually, we have a legal means of doing it.
But I'm saying there's
have legal
there's
means.
lots of different steps we can get to before we get to
Overturning the government violently.
But you know what? It still counts as an insurrection if you get technical by the definition.
Sure. Anyway, Kirshner went on to claim that the special prosecutor, Robert Mueller's investigation, provided Trump's committed crimes.
Or proved.
He proved. Yeah, sorry.
How did he prove it?
He proved that Trump's committed crimes and that any judge would 10 out of 10 times immediately approve and arrest the Donald Trumps.
Well, then how come it hasn't happened yet?
He didn't provide any proof to back that
Well,
allegation.
just stop that for a second. It doesn't matter if if Kushner provided anything or not, it doesn't matter.
Right.
If what he said in that space is actually true, then how is it that Trump has not been arrested yet then?
Because it's not.
That's my point. It blows my mind when people go, no, I guarantee you made it. Well, if it's really that case, then how come it hasn't happened?
Right.
Because it's not real, you moron.
Right. It's not there. It's not there.
Anyway.
However, Kirshner never provided evidence at all to back his allegations against Trump's guilt. Nor did he substantiate his claims that Trump is recruiting foot soldiers.
How is he? Here's the thing. Just a thought for this, and I really would love somebody to explain this.
We are the foot.
So he's Shredder?
Yes.
Oh, great. I've wondered.
I'm Shredder.
So who's okay?
Absolutely amazing.
No, stop. Now you have me wondering. So then who is Bebop
and Rocksteady?
And Rocksteady. I have to know.
I can't.
If Trump is Shredder,
I don't know. That's a good question. Who's Bebop and Rocksteady?
we need to know. We need to know this.
I need to know this.
But anyway. No,
Stupid turtles.
How is the man? That's why he's living in Mar-a-Lago and not back in New York. He has more room to run.
Stupid Senator Turtle.
I'm trying to figure this out though. I'm still stuck on Rocksteady and Bebop now.
I can't.
No, how is it he's able to, how are you saying he's recruiting people? How does a man recruit somebody who literally is not allowed on any social media? Any.
Yeah.
To my knowledge.
He literally had to create his own.
And even that's not.
It's not even up and running
Not
yet.
even up and running.
Yeah.
So to my knowledge, he is not allowed on any social media.
His public account for the government was cut from social media.
All of them. But I'm saying, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
everything.
talking about his government account was cut.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Everything, every single social media and every level on every account, everything. He is not allowed to be on social media anymore. So how does that man, in a world that is digital, in the social media age, how in the hell is he recruiting people then? He's not.
It's in secret.
Don't tell me dog whistles, right? I got it.
Dog whistles.
He's been using them his entire term. How do you not hear them?
Because we're not dogs.
Because we're not dogs.
That's right.
Jackwagon.
Continuing on, and I quote, the part that really irks me.
Really?
To no end, because there are crimes for which Donald Trump can and should be arrested and indicted right now. But instead, we're leaving him out there to grift his base and continue to push the big lie and recruit for the Insurrection 2.0. That's what has to be addressed now.
No, it does. You can't. You can't just go arrest somebody that you don't agree with just because you want to.
Political arrests aren't that good things. They're not good things.
I'm going to be
That's not what we do.
Okay, look. If they didn't get Hillary Clinton
you ain't getting
on the server thing by having a server in her closet or bathroom or whatever that was.
Having a server in her bathroom.
And intentionally wiping things and then trying to act stupid in front of Congress.
Yeah.
And she didn't get hit. What in the hell makes you think that you're going to be able to get anybody else? There's a precedent set that you do not arrest an elected official ever.
Especially after you get elected.
Regardless of the crime.
In a competition between the two of you.
Yeah. Because then it's obvious and becomes political.
Looks like it's a political
and we are
issue.
not, as Americans, are not about that.
Right. You do not arrest a president after they've been kicked out of office. Yeah. Why? Because it looks like a political coup.
Yep.
And we don't want to set that precedent.
But then again, this is past couple of years have been
pretty
a
close.
lot of new precedents being set. So,
changes. A lot of changes happening. So that might happen. You never know. Maybe we'll just guillotine it out. You know.
I mean, it worked for Marie Antoinette. A Democratic Arizona state senator was arrested for allegedly sexually assaulting two teenage brothers.
Allegedly.
And police say that they have him on audio admitting to the crimes.
Allegedly.
Senator Antonil, that's Tony to all of his friends, Neverett, of Phoenix, was arrested on Thursday on suspicion of having sexual conduct with a minor, according to police.
Allegedly.
The openly gay 35-year-old Democrat is accused of inappropriately touching a boy who was 14 at the time of the incident, which was in 2019.
Okay, can we stop just
Sure.
for a little? All right. What is up with gay men and young men? I'm not joking about it. Like, what is
I
up?
don't know. I really...
Do you like? Is there a thing?
I don't know.
Is there a thing out there with older gay men that are just like, you know what? I want to have sex with a little boy.
I don't know, but maybe it's the same thing as, women teachers and students. Because that's what.
Is it a grooming thing that then
know.
turns sexual? Is that
I
what
don't
it is?
know.
Like, what is this? It doesn't make sense to me. How, like, there are cases of pedophilia, right? There are cases, but it seems to me, based upon what we've seen in stories, that it happens to be a lot more prevalent in the gay community.
Mostly around the
Mostly
guy side
around
of
the guy side, where it's guy on guy things.
Yeah, I've noticed that too.
Not the lesbian very much, but it's mainly
least not that we're seeing.
Not that we're
I mean,
seeing.
it might be,
It's
but-
mainly NAMBLA.
Yeah,
It's mainly the NAMBLAs.
I don't know. I'm suspicious of it a little bit myself. It's a little weird.
It's a little awkward.
A little weird. According to the
I don't get it.
According to the Maricopa County Sheriff's Superior Court documents, one of the victims claimed that Navarrete touched him and performed sexual acts on him more than 5 times from the time he was about 12 to 13 until he was 15 years old. That's...
Yeah.
Police say that they recorded Navarrete talking with one of his victims and admitting the molestations.
Yeah.
Quote, of course, I regret my bad actions that I did, absolutely wishing everything could be different. I'm sorry, mijo. Navarrete was quoted as saying on the recording, police say he was not aware they were recording the call.
Good thing it's a one party policy there.
When the victim, who was now 16, asked Navarrete why he touched the boy's stuff, he
junk.
reportedly replied that, quote, he was not well, end quote.
Then why are you in public office? If you're not well, why aren't you in a hospital, sir?
Yeah. Navarrete made his first appearance in court via iPad because he is also infected with the coronavirus in mild symptoms despite being vaccinated.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I know. I was hoping you didn't catch that part. He has coronavirus, has been vaccinated, and he still has mild symptoms and has to stay quarantined.
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? Not funny. It's ironic. It's a little weird. Police recommended 7 felony charges, including 3 counts of sexual conduct with a minor and 1 count of molestation of a child. Navarrete's attorney pressed for more lenient bond of $15,000 on the basis that he had cooperated with the police, but the judge ordered $50,000 instead. He added that some conditions to the bonding included the forfeiture of Navarrete's passport.
Good idea.
Many of Navarrete's legislative colleagues called for his resignation after the details of the charges were released.
That's also a good idea.
Like, quote, like many in our community, I am grieving as more details come out about the charges against my Senate seatmate. I am calling for Senator Antonio Tony Navarrete to resign immediately. We are elected to protect the most valuable, and that begins with our children. End quote. That was a tweet, State House member Raquel Taryn.
Good.
Yeah.
I get. This is just going to be a whole bunch of senators and stuff like saying,
there's a
we need
bunch
to
of
get
them
rid of
say
them.
we
We
need
need
to
to
get
get rid of
them
them. Yeah,
gone,
blah, blah, blah. Yeah. It
needs to go. And I mean,
yes, he does. And he
least
is
he's trying
probably going to go because he got caught red-handed.
yeah. Olivia flickering over Twitter. What's up with old straight men and young women? I mean,
yeah, that's also true. But usually it's not like the old men being predatory to the young women. It's the young women trying to get money.
gold diggers. Sweatimus Prime at DOA Show. Yes, there is a thing. It's called predatory behavior, and it happens a lot. There's a lot of literature out there about it and a lot of testimony.
Yeah, and it becomes grooming. The predatory grooming is a big issue.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why.
Either.
I don't, like, I guess maybe it's just me because I don't think about it like that. Like, I see it.
Because for us, it's an unconscionable thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's no way.
Like, I don't. Okay. I've been married for a while now.
You have.
I've been married
You
for a
have.
while. And
say that more with a drab. I don't know if your wife heard you.
No. I've been married for a while. And before I was married, I was with my wife for 3 years prior.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been 2005.
It's been a while.
It's been, yeah.
It's been a while.
I don't.
Since you
I don't
have
even
been
look.
single.
I honestly don't even look at any other at women like that. Other than my wife is the only one I look at that look.
Which is what you should be doing.
I know, but it's this thing. Like I don't. Other than my wife.
Oh, but you're married. This guy's single, allegedly.
Well,
allegedly.
Yeah, but that's the point. Like, I don't. So I can't understand. Is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
I can't see that. It doesn't hit for me.
Yeah, I couldn't.
It doesn't hit for me. I don't see how that's possible.
Yeah, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I have kids and everything like that. But my brain's like, there's no way. Now, obviously, when I was younger and ignorant,
sure,
and
yeah,
whatnot.
When I was young and dumb and could potentially chase anything, I did.
Well, but I'm saying like,
but I was young and dumb at that point.
But yeah, but at that point, it was like
And it was
now every time I see somebody, like I'm like, you're somebody's daughter. Why are you like? My brain starts going through the dad thoughts.
Yeah, like that's somebody's
young lady.
daughter.
Do you know what you're wearing? Why are
somebody's-
you out in public like that? Do you know what is?
Yeah.
Do I need to call your dad? You know,
you see, like,
and to start going down this list of stuff
Yeah.
because it's like, no, you're still young. You're still innocent. You still have this chance to not be.
Or if I saw somebody, like if I saw two men walking down the street and one of them was obviously too young.
Yeah.
And then there was some random embrace and it was obvious that it wasn't a father-son. Like,
yeah.
Like that's obvious. Yeah. I would actually probably say something at that point.
Yeah.
Like I would go up and be like, excuse
But
me.
I don't know. Yeah.
How old are you?
Yeah, I've never, I just don't. And maybe because I filter everything, and everybody does, I guess. I filter it through me. Like, what do I want? Do I want somebody who's, young and irritating and have to argue with about stuff, who doesn't even listen to the same music I listen to? And no, I don't. I don't want that. I want somebody who's smart. I want somebody who's driven. I want somebody who's,
who's gotten past some of the stupidity from the first couple of years of your life.
Yeah, exactly. Who's looked back and has grown from it, and it's more about looking for the inside, and that's what you look for, and not. Well, she's 22. I haven't had a 22-year-old in 87 years.
Yeah, and that's your problem. That's a problem, sir.
You kind of need
that's a problem.
But she really loves me for me.
No, she doesn't. And you need to stop saying that.
We go on walks together. And by walks, I mean she walks beside me as I roll around in my little hover-round.
Exactly. Exactly.
I can't get off the toilet by myself, but she's a humdinger.
You make her smell like old person. She doesn't like it.
It's like mothballs and castor oil. Sir, you smell like Tiger Balm and Vaseline.
Been gay? Yes.
No, sir, I haven't.
But I have a jar of it if you need some.
Whatever you young fellas do nowadays is on you. No, I just.
Oh gosh.
But there's a point. Like there's a point that you don't groom kids. You don't do that with kids. You don't. That's how that could ever enter into somebody's train of thought or anything. Just is fascinating. It's fascinating. And then they get shocked when they get caught.
Shocking.
It's like, oh, nobody's ever gonna know. Okay.
2 weeks later.
This is the digital age, sir.
You're going to get caught eventually. That's how it works.
Social medias and everything.
That's how it works.
They will find you out. If they can turn around and find out how that you ripped off the lunch lady for 27 cents, they're going to find out. Mm-hmm. It'll be posted. It'll be thrown around there, and you're going to be in a world of hurt, man.
That's right. And finally.
Do we even have time? No, we don't.
No, we're just going to spit it out there because it's stupid anyway.
Okay.
It's stupid
Go
anyway.
for it.
Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas and top members of the President Joe Biden's cabinet have said that they're going to target, will be targeted with articles of impeachment by the Arizona lawmaker fed up with the border crisis.
Yeah. That's not going to do anything. We all know this. Let's be honest. It's not going to do anything.
They're specifically targeting Mayorkas.
So what? How many times have they done impeachment just in the last 4 years?
Too many times.
Do you really? If it didn't work on Donald Trump, that supposedly y'all had all these evidence for, do you really think that they're going to do anything to people that we know is evidence of?
Yeah.
Shut up.
No, stop.
Shut up.
Stop.
What you should be doing instead is going and getting some American Pride Roasters coffee.
Oh, at AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
Yes. Go over there at AmericanPrideRoasters.com. Get historically great coffee, guaranteed to make you swallow every single time you put it into your mouth. AmericanPrideRoasters.com.
If you're not sated with just the American Pride Roasters, you should also get a fill in your ear holes.
You should.
Like go into Mojo 50.
You can.
You can go to mojo50.com and go to their website, go through the schedule and see everybody there. Or you can go to the iHeartRadio app, hit the Mojo 50 radio button and get 24/7 free speech talk.
Yeah, you're not going to find anything like this anywhere else. I promise you that. They are a good combination. Go to our website, doaeshow.com.
Ooh.
Yeah, check out the archives. We have the Dear Defenders. If you got a question, something is bugging you, throw it out there. We would love to read it on our Friday show. Tell you all about it. You can follow us on all the social medias at DOA Show. Like and share with a friend. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye, guys.